Juneteenth. I don't know how y'all feel about Juneteenth, man. How y'all feel about that holiday? You know what I'm saying? You know, it's based on the abolition of slavery, but did they really abolish it? You know,
Well, what
Well,
one thing I go ahead, nice guy.
see, that's the thing about it. We understand that some things that got on the books or some things that were enforced, certain things that we understand that a lot of this stuff didn't impact people's black lives the way that they want them to be affected, but it was still a big accomplishment. It was still a big thing. If they want to celebrate the 4th of July, I always try to point it out that was their liberation.
right?
You know what I'm saying? So to me, you want to have some day, even if it wasn't Juneteenth, you want to clarify that your day came this day. Our day came a whole lot later. So that's our American context. So to me, that's why it's kind of important.
Go with that. I like that.
Cool.
Well, I feel like this. People are asking for reparations. You know what they gave us? Martin Luther King Day and Juneteenth.
We're not getting reparations. I tell people all the time, we can't ask for it. We're gonna have to take it.
There you go, brother. That's what I say. That's the same thing I say.
Or we're gonna have to come together. We're gonna have to come together and build it together. But it's hard to get us together, man. We gotta come together.
Hey,
Well, see,
bro.
there's the thing about it.
Nobody. They don't call it a revolution without a fight.
Right.
Well, see, there's the thing about it. We need to be our own solution, but reparations isn't necessarily a function of making us whole. They need to acknowledge their part in all of this. They don't need to be whitewashing history and trying to change up stuff. They shouldn't be running from stuff like the 1619 Project and things like that. They need to embrace that although their founding fathers may have did some things that they appreciate and respect, they also did some things that we don't. And we can have that dialogue. We can have that dialogue. And the fact of the matter is, we need to pull ourselves by our own bootstraps. We need to be our own solution.
When you say
they can still contribute.
Right.
Go ahead. What you say, Walk?
When you say they, you're talking about the United States of America. Slavery was legal. Slavery was enforced by the government. Like, that's who they is, and that's who need to pay us them reparations. Now, as far as with Juneteenth, it could go either way because it's just some symbolic, you know what I'm saying? But I do participate. I didn't before, but I do now. Like, I'm going to participate tomorrow because it's going to be a Juneteenth twerk party at the club at the King Bar.
So the actual the day is celebrated is on the 19th. So the Juneteenth is actually I believe that's like a Wednesday or Thursday.
Okay.
So I know in the South when we had a show in the past, and then somebody from the South came and told us how we was being disrespectful to Juneteenth because we wasn't honoring it. So I know in the South it's a big thing. So we gotta give them their respect and their props. Salute to everybody that's out there celebrating Juneteenth. I know it means dearly to more people, to some people more than others. But much respect. It was a day of emancipation for the end of slavery. So much respect to all of y'all out there celebrating Juneteenth.
It's okay. Yeah. I mean, if you celebrate it, I'm all for that. Celebrate what you're going to celebrate. But all I'm telling you is this. If I was getting some repairs done on my home or something like that, I was paying somebody to do some repairs, like reparations, repair, and they didn't do it or they didn't do it right, I wouldn't pay them. So these white folks, I don't care, Democrat or Republican, don't deserve our vote if they ain't repairing what they done did to us. That's just one thing. They don't deserve our money and anything else, honestly.
Well, that's why we got to.
This whole conversation for a whole nother day, I guess.
Nah, we got to do it ourselves, man. At the end of the day, we got to come together, and we can't rely on no politicians because they're not going to do it. We got to rely on ourselves and somehow come together. As hard as that is, you know what I'm saying? You know how black folks are. Once if something gonna happen, somebody gonna complain about something. But we got to figure it out. The Chinese ain't worried about who president, because they got a whole infrastructure. They got Chinatowns in every city. We should have a black town, you know what I'm saying, everywhere. Instead of, in the ghetto, we should have a whole infrastructure with banks and hospitals and the whole nine,
Well, every time we try, they do stuff like Tulsa, Oklahoma. They bomb the city or they destroy it or build the freeway straight through that part of the town.
Well, that's why we got to have a defense. Now we got to have a defense system, too, in place. You feel me? So, you know what I mean? If it get there, we got to take it there, Can't be afraid to do that, you know what I mean? Because marching ain't gonna do it,
Exactly. Marching ain't gonna do it, and all this inner bickering ain't gonna do it either. We need to come together
like
between us first.
Like the elder Malcolm X said, we need to stop singing and start swinging.
That's right.
Amen.
But also, you got to think about it like this. You got to understand that we can't bring everybody along. To me, people distinguish themselves right away that they're either part of the problem or part of the solution. And those people that are part of the problem, we need to stop trying to include them. The bottom line is the people that are serious about doing what we need to do. Those are the people who need to network, and they can get the after effects or whatever. But the bottom line is, the people that are about the business, those are the people who need to really focus and get together. And we can't just worry about saving everybody. That's just how it is.
Right.
Real talk.